We're gonna be reacting to why Gen Z won't let Michael Jackson die. Now, I'll chat. Before we get started, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, bro. If you know me in person, bro, that's all I freaking like sing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Let's start. I don't know what's loading. Chat, I am live every single day, so if you guys want to check me out on Twitch, it's on the screen, and everything is gonna be in the link in the description down below. It will be amazing to see you on the stream. And without further ado, enjoy the rest of the video. Here we go.
Here's a fact that shouldn't be possible. Michael Jackson has been gone for 17 years, and his audience is getting younger. Right now, in 2026, he's sitting at 102 million monthly listeners on Spotify,
crazy. 102
the highest
million,
of his
bro.
entire streaming era, more than most living superstars. And the growth isn't coming from people who saw the Victory Tour. It's coming from people who weren't alive for This Is It. His catalog is...
Yeah, because I feel like, you know, this is coming from me, like from me. Like, I feel like the reason why it's coming after, because we have a sense of like, oh, we missed out on, like, you know, the OG concert. And I think like with the Michael Jackson movie, I think, you know, it's kind of skyrocketed the fan base of Michael and shit like that. So that's why I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like it's still going on to this day.
Pulling 55 to 60 million streams every single day, and the people driving that are teenagers and 20-somethings discovering him like he dropped last month. So today's question isn't whether Gen Z...
Bro, imagine discovering Michael. Just, that's crazy, bro. Like, even before the movie, like, as a kid, I knew Michael Jackson. Like, imagine discovering him, like, in 2026, bro. That's crazy.
The numbers already settled that. The question is why. And the answer says as much about this generation as it does about him. Start with the spark, because 2026 poured gasoline on something that was already burning. When the biopic Mickeal premiered in April, the streaming response broke expectations. Within 4 weeks, his Spotify audience grew by 40 million monthly listeners, a 121% jump over the year before.
That's
and the
crazy.
catalog absorbed nearly 750
Chat,
million.
if y'all listen to Michael, what's your favorite album? What's your favorite album? Honestly, mine is probably Thriller or Off the Wall.
Extra streams.
Right here.
Billie Jean alone surged past 6 million streams a day. The Jackson 5 climbed into the top trending artists in the world alongside him. A group from 1969 trending like a new drop. But here's the detail that matters for today's video. Analysts looking at that surge said explicitly that it wasn't nostalgia traffic. The growth pattern looked like a modern living pop star, algorithmic discovery, playlist ecosystems, brand new listeners.
Yeah, that's what I was basically saying before, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are just like, you know, finding him out, like, you know what I'm saying?
I told fans Michael existed. It introduced him to people meeting him for the first time. And what those new listeners are doing with the catalog is the fascinating part. In the streaming era, Michael's most played songs aren't a copy of his old chart history. Deep cuts and album tracks like Human Nature and Smooth Criminal are now outperforming songs that charted higher in their own time. Think about what that means. Gen Z didn't inherit a greatest hits playlist from their parents. They went digging, and they built their own version of Michael Jackson from scratch. That's not passive
That's crazy,
listening.
bro.
That's curation. And curation is how this generation says something is theirs. So why him? Why does a generation raised on 15-second clips keep choosing an artist who peaked before their parents met? 3 reasons, and they stack.
Bro, chat, imagine like going into a Michael Jackson concert, bro. That, yo, like back, I wish I was low-key born back in the day so I can witness that, but, you know, I'm so grateful that I'm born
short-form video was
in this
accidentally
generation.
Built for Michael Jackson.
Even though, like, it's
TikTok
kind of messed
runs
up,
on
but
moments,
who cares?
a single move, a single vocal run, a single crowd reaction, and no performer in history produced more clippable moments per minute on stage than Michael. The Motown 25 moonwalk is 40
Chat, did y'all see the
seconds.
movie?
The Super
The
Bowl
Michael
entrance
movie?
where he stands motionless while the stadium loses its mind is 1.5 minutes. The lean from Smooth Criminal is 4 seconds. These clips don't need context, don't need translation, and don't age. They hit an algorithm in 2026 exactly as hard as they hit a living room in 1983. Every generation before Gen Z had to watch a whole concert to see the peak.
Chat, I don't now know why this freaking the AI freaking viewer stream boo.com. What the fuck is this, chat? Is it like what the hell? Anyways, I don't know what
Gen
that is,
Z
bro.
gets served the peaks directly, on loop, forever. Reason 2, the authenticity gap. This is the generation most fluent in manufactured content.
God
They can
damn.
spot a brand deal, a lip sync, a focus grouped pop star from a mile away. And then the algorithm hands them footage of a man doing physically impossible things, live, with no auto tune, no cuts, no safety net. And the comments say the same thing every time. Nobody's doing this today. One viral post put it perfectly. Almost 5 billion fans without ever having social media. To a generation drowning in content, Mickeal reads as the rarest thing on the feed. The
Chat, do
real
y'all
thing,
think like
the perfect.
Mickeal is like the most famous like pop artist out there? Cause like I feel like in my opinion he is like no one is like bigger than him, bro. No glaze, you know what I'm saying? But well, who do y'all think is like the most like number one artist out there, chat? Cause like I feel like everyone has like obviously different opinions and stuff like that.
Perfectionism, the 100-take work ethic, the fact that every gesture was rehearsed into instinct, that's not old-fashioned to them. That's aspirational. Reason 3, and this is the one nobody says out loud, the lore. Gen Z is a generation of deep divers. They grew up on video essays, iceberg charts, and rabbit holes, and Michael Jackson might be the single deepest rabbit hole in pop culture history. The genius and the tragedy, the records and the trials, the
Bro,
childhood
that's
he lost,
freaking
and the one
crazy though. Let me go back.
the genius and the tragedy.
That's insane, bro. Like he should have not done the nose surgery, bro. My
The
fault, chat.
records and the trials, the childhood he lost.
But also he had like
and
a
the one he
skin
tried to
condition, so
rebuild.
like you know what I'm
It's
saying,
endless,
like it can.
it's complicated,
It wasn't
and it
his
demands
fault
the
entirely.
exact kind of investigation this generation loves. You don't casually like Michael Jackson in 2026. You study him. Channels like this one exist because an entire generation decided the surface level story wasn't enough. They want the receipts. And when a generation this online decides an artist is worth studying, the algorithm makes him immortal. Put the three together and the picture is clear. Mickeal isn't surviving on nostalgia. Nostalgia dies with the people who hold it. He's running on discovery, and discovery renews itself with every 14-year-old who opens the app. 17 years gone, and he's competing with living artists for the biggest audience on earth and winning. And if you
That's
think
crazy,
the story
chat.
sounds exaggerated, Friday, I'm showing you the receipts. The actual numbers Michael Jackson is doing right now in 2026 are genuinely hard to believe. The daily streams, the records falling, the billion-dollar machine still running. Friday,
insane.
10 a.m.
Bro, chat. Honestly, honestly, I think Mickeal. He is my favorite artist of all time. Like if I'm gonna be honest with y'all real quick, cause bro, like I don't know why I just love the pop and like the funky and stuff like that. I think his inspiration was like James Brown, if I'm correct. But yeah.